Welcome back, Stasha23 here, back again with some knife therapy. And today's knife is one that may look familiar because I've done another version of this knife on the channel already. I'll try to leave a link down somewhere for that video. And this is the Tepe Designs Hornet. And the one that I reviewed had the all tie scales and had the S35 VN blade steel. This guy is a little bit more affordable than the S35 VN model, which that one is $177, and this version with this orange G10 and D2 blade steel is $127. Something we'll discuss after I'm gonna give you the specs on this guy, quick size comparisons, and then we're gonna jump into some testing footage so you can see how this guy does. This is the package, very, very nice, super strong. This is a nice leather logo. This is one of the nicest, it comes with extra bearings, pivot, and then body screws. Nice, thick card, birth card. All right, while we're putting these up, we'll go through the specs. You have a nice mid-size EDC at total overall length of 7 3/4 inches long. Pretty much the same size to bail out if you didn't have the thing on the back. Here's it with the Spyderco Delica 4. You have a blade length of 3.5 inches. You have a grip area of 3.5 inches. You have a average thickness of 0.51 inches thick in this dimension. Your dimension and then the width department is 1.43 inches, and blade stock thickness is a pretty stout 0.15, and the thinness behind the edge is around 16 thousandths, give or take in different areas, with a 18 degrees per side bevel. This guy, being that it's G10 and it has recessed liners, and it's got the holes through and through. Those liners, I'm pretty sure, are titanium, because this guy's only 3.84 ounces. Very, very lightweight. Perfectly balanced. It's got a titanium pocket clip, 30 mil pocket clip with the ceramic ball, excellent retention, and great action. So we're gonna jump into the testing footage. Hope y'all enjoy that. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it, and I'll see y'all at the end of the video. Boosh. Starting testing off with this Tepe Designs Hornet in G10 and D2 steel. Check the initial sharpness. Very sharp. Very sharp. We're gonna do a little bit of whittling just to check the ergos. Nice and sharp, and very sharp out of box. Feels good in the hand. No major hot spots. I'm not twisting in my hands. And not the tool I'd want to use to whittle, but get the job done. Of course, low cardboard cutting. This thing slices really nice, and I get a really good grip now in this direction. Being it's got thicker stock, it is a little bit more pressure, but cutting with the grain of the cardboard, it just slides through. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Trying to use that whole edge. 8, 9. Get a really good grip right here with that ramp. 10, 11. Check the sharpness. Still screaming sharp. And there's your lockup. Nice and smooth. Great action. Knife bit to pop the paracord like that. Try it with a dull knife, it'll just tear. Step it up to some thicker nylon rope. Easy. Feels like I'm cutting it with a razor knife. I'm just push cutting it. Super cut, super clean, as you can see. Very clean. Now we'll go to some webbing, belt webbing, like a seat belt. Natural materials. Cuts through that with no problem. Do a little pull cutting. Easy. This thing's been doing excellent. Super sharp. Just sharpness on this guy. Still screaming sharp. The D2 steel. Whoop. Good control with that tip. I just enjoy doing this. I could do this for a while with this knife. Super sharp. This isn't the driest branch. It drizzled today here. Definitely not the hardest, so. Screaming sharp. Cut up some twisted sisal rope. It's sharp. Twenty cuts. Nothing. No edge damage. Great slicer. Very controlled cuts. Whoever sharpened this knife did a great job in the beginning in the factory. Getting tired. I'd say that was enough work. Nice and hot blade. Let's see if it's still sharp. Wow. Whoever heat treated this D2 did a good job, in my opinion. Look at that. Woo, got myself. That point is very, very pokey. Would y'all say it's still sharp? Bleh. Well, overall, I've been highly impressed with this knife. It handled all that cutting very well, and y'all saw how what the sharpness was like at the end of all that cutting, And I don't know about y'all, but I like to do my tests on, simulated long-term cutting tasks. I know a lot of people don't use their knives, a lot. And if you're like me and you have a bunch to rotate in and out, one may not get but a couple of days carry a month. So just trying to, see what it's like. And this just, it sliced really well. Ergo's really, really nice and comfortable. This ramp right there and that jimping just totally lock you in. The ergos are comfortable. No crazy hot spots. Maybe if your finger was a little bit bigger than mine, but it fits my medium-sized hands good. Didn't have a problem with that pocket clip. But overall, I like the flush hardware. That's nice. I think they did a great job. Now, let's talk about a few of my little nitpicks. Being the scalloped areas, being you have the satin finish, they couldn't really, I guess, knock off the edges like they did right here, and it's a little sharp right there. I mean, I don't really mess with that part of the blade anyway, but just something to note. And the sharpening choil should have gotten extended pretty much where that black is right there, just a little bit more. And let's see. And even though it works good, the flipper works good, and the D10 is dialed in perfection on this guy, super smooth. The flipper is just not my favorite thing. I like like a flipper kind of like this, where it's dialed back to where you just pull back on it and you don't have anything poking. But that little hook right there, it doesn't hurt or anything. It's nice and rounded, and it gives you great purchase. So I'm not going to call it a problem. It's just I like I call it a fair and forward style flipper because they do such a good job on all their flippers. But okay, and the last thing we talk about is the price. Okay, $127, and I'm gonna be honest, when I first got this guy, before I used it, I was like, whoa, $127 for this is very steep. And I must say, but I got it out and I started handling it and I was like, man, it just feels quality. Nice action on it. Mechanics work good. It's perfectly centered. D10's dialed in perfect. A lot of good stuff. You got all this milling. You got the tie liners, tie clip. But like I said, that's still, at that point, I was saying, maybe 80, 90 bucks. But after I finish using this guy, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, I think it's worth it. Plain and simple, because I have knives that are twice the price of this that do not perform not even half as good as this guy. This D2 right here outperformed a lot of high-end steels that I've tested, and I've tested a bunch of knives since I've started my channel, and this guy outshined a bunch of them. It was hanging with some M390 that I was using at the same time I tested this guy. So my conclusions, if you like the design and you want a good working knife, a good cutter, and one that's going to hold an edge for a considerable long time, I'd say go for it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. Let me know what y'all think about the way I set up this video, and let me know if there's anything y'all want me to do different. Hope everybody's having an absolutely wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.